Hello and welcome to Disney Travel Tales, a podcast that allows you to immerse yourself in someone's recent Disney trip. I'm Jenny, and I'm so happy to be here with you talking about my favorite thing, Disney trips. Join us every Friday as we explore the parks or cruise ships with a new guest and learn inside tips and tricks to hopefully help make your vacation go a little smoother. Make sure to subscribe to the show wherever you are listening so you never miss a new episode. And I would love it if you left a positive review on Apple Podcast or Spotify. This is the easiest way to support the podcast. Another way to support the podcast is to use me as your travel agent at no cost to you. Email me at jenny@trolleylanetravel.com. Let me do all the hard planning while you sit back and count down the days to your vacation. Okay, so let's get going with today's show. Hello, you are listening to episode number 88, and I am here with Morgan, and we are going to talk all things Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. How are you, Morgan?
I'm good. How are you today?
Doing great, and I am so excited to talk about my favorite party. I love this party.
We had so much fun. I can't wait to dive into it all.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so when did you go to the party, and who did you go with?
We went this past Friday night, September the 1st, and I went with my daughter. We went last year to the same party about the same time, so we kind of knew what to expect crowd-wise, but we go down, we have a family gathering the same weekend every year, so we're like, yep, first night there, we're going to do the Halloween party.
That's so fun. Like, it gives you an excuse to go.
Absolutely.
Okay, so before we kind of talk about the party, let's talk about this, because I went to the party last year, and it was crazy crowded. How was the party this year compared to last year, crowd-wise?
The only time it really got crowded was during the parade times. We watched the second parade because I always do, the later entertainment so we can get everything out of the way early, because I know if you have small kids or, you just have parked it all day and you don't want to stay late, you're going to see all the early entertainment. So we did trick-or-treating, rides, character meets, all that stuff during the first half of the party. And really, I think the longest line we waited in was to meet Elvis Stitch, and it was like maybe 25 minutes.
Oh, that's not bad.
So, yeah, someone in line in front of us for that said they went to see the Seven Dwarfs, which you could meet all seven this year. And we wanted to do that, but the wait time kept saying it was like 90 minutes. And this lady in front of us was like, we went up there and we probably waited 10 minutes for him. I said, but I didn't want to go try it out because we had other things we wanted to do.
Yeah, for sure.
But really, during that second parade was the only time we really ran into a bunch of crowds.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
That's good. I was wondering, too, because last year was like the first real Halloween party since COVID, so I was kind of wondering if last year was going to be busier than this year.
Yeah, well, our party night was sold out. It sold out about a week and a half before, which is not what it was last year. Last year, I bought my ticket one day, and then 2 days later, it was sold out. And this was back in July last year. So wow. I bought our ticket probably a month out, just because I was like, if I don't go on ahead and buy them, they're going to sell out. Mm-hmm. And of course, they did. But there's still tons of dates available, and I'm shocked about that.
I know.
Last year, by this time, everything was gone.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's crazy.
But yeah, so even though it was a sold out night, it really wasn't that crowded.
That's great to know.
Yes.
Okay, so what is Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party for people out there who might not know?
Oh my gosh, it is one of the most fun events of the year. It is an after-hours Halloween party at Magic Kingdom. They bring out all of the spooky fun. You get to see villains. You get to see characters in costumes. You get to go trick-or-treating and get tons of candy. There's ride layovers. It's all kinds of spooky but fun, family-friendly entertainment that only Disney can do. So
yeah, that's one of the best parts is, I think, it is like super family friendly. Like people have
Very,
asked me, "Oh,
very.
will my little kid be afraid?" And I'm like, absolutely not.
No, no. Like we walked by them. We didn't go see them. We saw the Winnie the Pooh characters in their little Halloween costumes. I'm like, they are the cutest things.
They are so cute. I saw
Oh yes,
pictures. Oh, dying.
they're precious. Yes, yes. So
Okay. So before you go to the party, because you are an expert Disney goer, do you kind of plan out what you're going to do before you get there, or do you wing it as you go?
a little bit of both. I am a planner, a loose planner is kind of what I say. I always go in with like a no plan where I kind of have an idea of what I want to do, but if it gets changed, then that's fine. So my daughter and I kind of went through the party guide that Disney puts out before, and we're like, okay, we definitely want to do these things. We may want to do these things, and these things are like, we don't have to do them. If we do, it's not, if we don't get to them, it's not going to be bad. So my daughter loves Space Mountain, so we're like, we definitely want to do Space Mountain with the ride layover. We had some snacks we definitely wanted to get. We knew we wanted to see the parade, and we knew we wanted to see fireworks. And then last year we missed Elvis Stitch, so we knew my daughter's a big Stitch fan. We knew we wanted to go see him this year too. So we were like, okay, these are our top 3, 4 must do's. Anything else we do is just extra. So we went in with a plan, but we also kind of were like, you know what, if this doesn't happen, we're not going to be upset.
Yeah, that's
So
such a great way to approach it.
yeah, that's my suggestion, even to people who ask me about going. I'm like, decide ahead of time what you want to do because there's a lot. There's so much. Like last year we went with a friend of mine who had her daughter with her who was, I don't think she was quite 2 at that point in time. So we were trying to all stay together. And there were things that my daughter who was 10 at the time wanted to do that the 2-year-old couldn't do. So it was difficult. So this year we're like, okay, we're going in with a plan. We're going to do this at this time, and that's going to be great. But I mean, our plan did get derailed because of weather.
Right. It always does in Florida.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, and this is another thing I don't suggest people to do, but I do it anyway. Don't plan your trip on a travel day, or don't plan your party on a travel day. We wound up getting stuck. We're super close to Disney, so we drive down. We wound up getting stuck in traffic and adding an extra 2 hours on our drive time. And then it was raining, like not just the normal rain, a pouring rain, like you couldn't see in front of you. So we wound up getting to the party about an hour after it started. But we had done it before, so we're like, it's not that big of a deal.
Mm-hmm.
So, but we still made the most of it. We had about 4 or 5-ish hours, and we really accomplished everything we wanted to do.
Yeah, so the party starts at 7 p.m., right?
Yes.
But you can get in at 4 p.m. if you have a party ticket.
That is right. And if you're an annual pass holder, we can get in. I'm an annual pass holder. We can get in after 2 to any park without a reservation. So my plan was, we get there a little before 4. We're going to go on ahead and go in, get our armbands and everything. So there's places inside the parks you can get those. And I'm like, we're going to go on ahead and go get in line to meet Jack and Sally. So I had this whole like extra plan for our first few hours in the park, because some of those longer character meets will open before the party starts because they know the lines are going to get long. And then that saves you some party time later. But, we didn't show up until 8 that night. So we missed out on that. And I'm like, you know what? There's always next year.
Yeah, because they're at every party.
Oh, yeah. And we're also kind of tossing around doing a Christmas party. So we may meet Jack and Sally then.
There you go. So did y'all dress up?
Not really. The week of, I kind of look at what the weather's going to be.
Mm-hmm.
So we just kind of did Halloween t-shirts, shorts. I had fun ears that I bought to match my shirt. And we just were like, you know what? Last year we did tutus and it rained and it was hot. And I'm like, I really don't want to do that again.
Yeah.
But we saw some people with some amazing costumes, and I was like, you are a winner, because I would not do that. Because even though it rained, it's Florida concrete in a theme park. So it gets really steamy after it rains. So I was like, yeah, I'm glad we didn't I'm glad we didn't do costumes this year.
Yeah, it can be. I feel like most of the Halloween parties are ridiculously hot.
That is so true. Last year was the same way. It rained and then it got really hot.
Yeah, I
So we
know.
were not costumers.
It is so fun to see some of the families and just how they go out, some of the adults, because it's like the one chance for adults to get to wear costumes at Disney, and a lot of people don't realize that.
Oh, no. Yeah, and I mean, if my whole family would have went, then we probably would have done a family costume. But it was just my daughter and I was like, you know what? Let's just wear fun Disney Halloween shirts, and we'll just go from there.
Yeah, that's great.
It didn't change our party experience not being in costume.
Yeah, for sure.
We still had a great time.
Okay, so let's just kind of run through the party on what y'all did. So once y'all got there, what did y'all do?
All right, so we came in, and if you get there before the party starts or right at 7, because they close the park to regular guests at 6, they kind of route you back behind the confectionery, back behind that way, so you come out closer to Tomorrowland. Well, they already had that closed off, so we got our armbands, got our treat bags, got our party guide maps, and we went straight down Main Street. So we were kind of like, oh my gosh, it's the first Mickey pumpkin I ever saw this year. So I was like, oh, Mickey pumpkins, they're so pretty. So I had to, sit in all of those for a second. And my daughter's like, Mom, leave me alone. So we walked down Main Street. I had some other friends that were there that I wanted to see. So I was talking back and forth with them. They were watching the first stage show. So we're like, while y'all are doing that, we're going to go grab something to eat. So we were walking over to Tomorrowland because what we wanted to eat was at Cosmic Rays. So we walked through and we went through Monsters Inc. last floor. They had a treat stop. So we stopped, we got treats. We watched the little show that they have going on for just a few minutes, because it's not like it is during a normal park day where you go in and you sit. When during a party, it's you go in and you can kind of walk through. You can sit and they have, the monsters on the screen telling jokes, but usually it's the walkthrough kind of thing. So we did that, and then we walked through a couple other treat trails, looked around Tomorrowland, and then went to Cosmic Rays. But they also had the Disney Junior Dance Party, which was really cute.
Oh, yeah, that is cute.
It was so cute. They had, like, Doc McStuffins, Vampirina, Fancy Nancy, and then Timon from Lion King came out, too. It was super cute.
Mm-hmm.
But we got we got all 3 of the party exclusive treats from Cosmic Rays. We got the Terrified Twice Spiced Chicken Sandwich, I think is what it was. It's a chicken sandwich with jalapeno poppers and hot honey drizzle, and it had pimento cheese on it. I don't know. It was so good.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm not a spicy person, so I was like, I don't know about this. My daughter's like, I want it. So we halved it, and I'm glad we did because it was very filling. And it was spicy enough to be like, this is a spicy flavor, not like light your mouth on fire.
Yeah.
And it was so good. Like, I wish I could have another one.
That sounds so good.
Then we tried the zombie fingers, the cookies with the key lime mousse. Very good. If you are a sour key lime person, get those because they're very good. And then we got the specialty drink that they had. It was a shimmery green lemonade type drink. My daughter sucked it down. I was like, yeah, no, just give me water. It's too hot.
Yeah.
So we ate, we kind of hung out, and then my daughter's like, I want to ride Space Mountain. I'm like, Space Mountain after we eat? Okay. So Space Mountain had a posted 15-minute wait. We walked on the ride. It took us 4 minutes to get on the ride.
That's awesome.
So your wait times are going to be kind of off during these parties too. So we rode Space Mountain. It had the Halloween layover. It is pitch black, just a fair warning. I'm not a Space Mountain fan, so I was like, yeah, I really don't like this. So we got off that, and the Astro Orbiter had a walk-on time too. My daughter's like, I've never rode that. She decided she really didn't like it. She didn't like being up that high, and she screamed the whole time.
That is a scary ride.
I was like, honey, you're not gonna like it. I've never done it before. I want to do it. I said, okay. So we did it, and she was like, I see why I've never done it before.
Yeah, the first time I rode it, I was terrified. I was like, I think I'm gonna fall out.
Yes, and it goes a lot faster than you realize it
does.
So from there, What did we do after that? Did we go meet Stitch? I think we kind of knocked off everything in Tomorrowland, did all the treat trails, and met Stitch before we went over to fireworks, because it was about that time for fireworks. So we spent like our first 2 hours just in Tomorrowland. Well, we were like, fireworks, we really don't want to be up at the stage, because we saw it up at the stage last year. It's the exact same show. The Jack Skellington puppet is really cool, but you can really kind of see him from anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So we walked through the Emporium, looked at some of the Halloween merch. My daughter wanted the pumpkin jack-o'-lantern ears. They're back here somewhere on my wall. So we got those, and we went back out to Main Street, and we got a spot right around where Casey's Corner is. And we just kind of walked up. There was plenty of room.
That's nice.
The only time it got kind of crowded was up closer to the castle.
Mm-hmm. So
we watched fireworks, and about halfway through, my daughter looks at me and is like, "Can we go do something else?" And I'm like, "No, it's fine. We can see fireworks from anywhere." So we were like, you know what? Let's go ride Big Thunder while the fireworks are going off. So we went over to Big Thunder, and we got on Big Thunder at the end of the fireworks. It's really cool. But I don't know if they added extra fog in Tomorrowland or if it was just the smoke coming off the fireworks. It got very hazy over in Tomorrowland. And usually you can see at the very top of Big Thunder, you can look back and see the castle. Mm-hmm. You couldn't see the castle.
Oh, wow.
So I was like, this is either the fireworks smoke is just that thick, or they're adding extra fog in somewhere.
Mm-hmm. When was the last time you visited a Disney park? For many adults, it's been a really long time. I would love to help you fix that situation. As a travel agent specializing in Disney, my job is to make sure your vacation can go as seamless as possible. All of my services are complimentary to my clients. Yes, you heard that right. I'm free to you. These services include helping you from the start finding the perfect resort to fit your needs, handling all the bookings and reservations, helping to teach you about the parks, because if it's been a while, man, have they changed. I have insider tips and tricks I share with all of my clients, and I will be your single point of contact throughout your entire trip, even while you are there. Don't wait another year to visit a Disney park or go on a Disney cruise. Let this be the year you finally go. Email me at jenny@trolleylanetravel.com to get the conversation started, or see the link in the show notes to fill out my quote form. All listeners that book a trip with me will receive a $20 gift card to use on their trip. Just make sure you say you heard this on the podcast. Okay, now back to the show.
Hey parents, do your kids listen to podcasts? Do they like solving mysteries and flexing their imaginations? Mysteries at Riddleton Elementary is a new children's mystery podcast. Your kid can join Billy Bonanza and Susie Sockington on exciting and wacky adventures as they attempt to solve mysteries around their school. Mysteries at Riddleton Elementary is available now on all podcast platforms.
So we rode Big Thunder, and then what else did we do? We walked over and we got the candy corn milkshake, which was just kind of okay. It wasn't like I won't get it again.
Mm-hmm. I heard it doesn't really taste like candy corn.
No, it tastes more like a tortilla chip kind of corn chip.
That's weird.
It's weird with a sweet ice cream taste on the end. It was very weird.
That is strange.
It's very strange. So we got it. My daughter liked it. I was like, you can have it. I don't want it.
Mm-hmm.
So we kind of wandered around, and it was about parade time. So we're like, hey, we want to stake out a spot on Main Street, because I'm usually a Frontierland parade watcher anyway. So we staked out a spot on Main Street, kind of in front of the plaza area. So we were close to the Castle Hub. So when everything came around the corner, coming down Main Street, we could get that perfect shot. The castle in the background. We had a great spot. Had so much fun during the parade. That parade is a must-do.
The parade is amazing. I think it's the best parade at Disney.
Yes, I love it. I love it because I am a villains girl at heart. So the end where they have all the villains come out, I'm like, this is the best.
It's the best.
Yes, they have the Minnie, Daisy, and Clarabelle dressed up as the Sanderson sisters this year.
So cute.
Oh my gosh, they're so cute. They're so cute. So that was a big highlight. And then at the end of the parade, where the villains come out, my daughter loves Oogie Boogie. So she's like, Oogie Boogie! And he came up and, like, reached out for her face, and she screamed.
That's awesome.
I have it all on video. It is hilarious. She's like, I didn't like that. I'm like, you're fine. It's just Oogie Boogie.
It's so funny.
Like, yeah, I know. But we had so much fun. After that, we, it was about 11:45-ish. Everybody scooting to the front to the castle to see the very last stage show that starts at midnight. We're like, you know what? Let's go ride a ride. So we went and rode Mine Train, and we walked on it in about 11 minutes.
That's insane.
Which is crazy.
That's insane.
We didn't stop walking until you got to the part in the queue where they have the big gem rock thing outside. That's where we finally stopped on the, like, wrapped around it. I was like, hey, we're, like, basically at the ride.
Seriously, that's insane.
So I've never, even during COVID times when wait times were so low and there was nobody at the park, I never got on the ride that fast. So we rode Mine Train, and we got off. It was just after 12. We walked back through, like, Liberty Square area, back around the castle, just to kind of, you know, hang out. It was basically empty because everybody was at the front and trying to leave. So we watched the very end of the stage show where they bring out all the villains and they sing "I Put a Spell on You." We watched the end of that. Of course, took some more pictures of Mickey pumpkins. Walked through the Emporium one last time, and said, see you real soon. So we accomplished just about everything we wanted to do in our 4-ish hours we were there.
I mean, yeah, this is a great like mini day travel tale, I guess you would call it, because it's a great option because people think, oh, if I can't be there at this certain time, then I shouldn't even go to the party because I'm not going to get to do anything.
Yeah, no. There's still, the wait times are so low for rides. Like, most every ride had a 5 to 15 minute wait. Like, Mine Train and Peter Pan and Haunted Mansion, of course, were going to be your highest wait time rides because Haunted Mansion has the ghost in the queue. You know, it's Haunted Mansion. You got to ride it when you go to a Halloween party. And then, of course, Peter Pan and Mine Train are your high wait times during a regular park day anyway. So those all had, like, 20 to 30 minute waits. But really, there wasn't a whole lot of crowds. Like I said, the longest we waited was for Elvis Stitch, and that was about 25-ish minutes. So we really had a great time. If you go in with a plan, you really can accomplish a lot in just that short amount of time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think too, even if you want to go to the party, and if you just concentrate on the show, the parade, the treats, and the fireworks, you'll still have a great time.
Absolutely. And I mean, you don't even have to ride all the rides, which we Disney all the time anyway. So we've ridden all the rides at Magic Kingdom. So we're like, let's just do a couple that have the Halloween layovers.
Yeah, your favorites.
So we walked by, Teacups has the Halloween layover where they do the strobe lights and the smoke and play Halloween music. It was really cute. Again, I'm not a Teacups fan. I'll ride it, but I'm not a spinner.
Yeah.
As I've gotten older, my stomach just doesn't like that kind of stuff anymore.
Oh, yeah. It's the weirdest thing.
I know. After, having children and getting older, it's like, yep, that's not doing that.
Yep.
But yeah, we really did a lot. Like, I feel like we didn't do anything, but then again, I felt like we did everything at the same time.
Oh yeah, y'all did a lot.
Oh yeah.
Like a lot.
Like I said, we were only there for like 4 hours.
Yeah, it's crazy.
We got there at 8 and the party ended at midnight. So, and the parties usually work with rides kind of like they do during the regular day. You can jump in line at 11:59 and they're going to let you ride. So that was kind of our plan for Mine Train, but we got done with the parade faster than I thought. So we were like, let's just go ahead and do it and get on out of here. because we had already been up traveling early that morning anyway.
Right.
So we were exhausted.
I bet.
So the next day I slept very late.
One quick question. Do you know how Tron works with the party?
They have a virtual queue, and
Okay.
I missed it. My daughter was not happy with me. They do a virtual queue for party guests at 6. So similar to if you're a deluxe resort guest, they have that extra queue. They have one for the party guests that night. So
Perfect.
you have to have a valid ticket attached to your Disney account in order to even join the queue.
Gotcha.
And those spots went very quick because I realized at like 6:03 that I missed it, and I went on and everything was gone.
Yeah.
So they go quick. So if you want to ride Tron during the party, you can. But regular day guests can still use their virtual queues times up till that 6 p.m. But at 6 p.m., that's when they start doing for party guests. So yeah, you can ride Tron during the party.
That's so
and Tron
fun.
at night is the best anyway.
Absolutely. Okay, so what was your least magical moment of the party?
The Headless Horseman didn't ride it before the parade.
Oh no.
Yes, it was.
What?
I was looking forward to it. I'm like, the rain's been gone for a while. There's no lightning in the area. This year, the Headless Horseman's gonna ride. He didn't, and I was like, oh, man. But on the flip side, we were sitting right where Max dressed as Powerline and his entourage came out. So we had that little magical moment. But yeah, I was really bummed that the Headless Horseman didn't ride because I was really looking forward to it because we missed it last year.
Oh, man, that's a bummer. Next year, got next year.
Next year, we have to go back next year.
Yes.
Yes.
What was your most magical moment?
Oh goodness. Really just being there with my daughter. Because my other 2 kids are so much younger than her, we don't get to spend a whole lot of time, just the 2 of us. So we've kind of decided this is one of our things that we're just going to do together. So just being there with her, letting her decide what we did. And then what was really fun was when we were in line to meet Elvis Stitch. She was like, playing it cool, like, yeah, we don't have to stand in line, Mom. We don't have to. But when it was our turn, the child melted. And I was like, this is worth it. This right here is worth the 25 minutes waiting in line. So that was a really, really magical moment for us.
Yeah, those are just my favorite memories. I love to see my kids who are too cool for everything turn into a kid again at Disney.
Yes, I love it. Like, it's magical going with your little kids because my boys are 4 and 2. But going with my almost 12-year-old who's like, I'm too cool for my mom. Yeah. I'm too cool for Disney World. I'm too cool to hug characters. Watch them melt into a little puddle and, find that kid joy again. Just, it makes my heart happy.
That's so great. Well, Morgan, do you have anything else you want to say about your Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party?
Definitely go. If you've never been, make it a priority to go at least once in your Disney travels. Because it's definitely worth it. You get to do a lot. You get to see some things that aren't out during the regular park days, like some rare characters in fun costumes, and the crowds are very low. So if you like stuff like that, I'm always pro after hours event anyway, because you can get so much done. So definitely make it a priority to go at least once in your lifetime so you can see all the things.
Absolutely. Okay, now tell everyone where we can find you on Instagram.
All right, my name is Morgan, and I am Mama with the Magic on Instagram. I like to post funny Disney things, fun real life things, travel tips with kids, without kids. I just like to be real and show you that you can be a fun Disney mom, but you can also have mental health struggles and all that kind of stuff too. So if you are looking for someone to keep it real and love Disney, come follow me at Mama with the Magic.
Absolutely. Morgan's a great follow, and she does run Disney, so she has all that fun stuff.
I do, yes. We are going in November to Wine and Dine. I have a group of friends that are running the 10K with me, and this is our first year running with a charity, so we're super excited for all of that coming up too.
That's fantastic. Is that your next trip?
Possibly.
Ooh.
I am thinking about trying to go down for a weekend in October, possibly for Universal, just because I haven't done Universal since last year. And, as a travel agent, we have to stay up on our stuff.
That's very true.
Just an excuse to go. My husband's birthday is in October, so we may go. If not, then yes, November for Wine and Dine weekend is my next trip.
Well, as always, I love chatting with you. You're so fun to talk with, and you can come on the show anytime.
Yes, I love coming to chat with you. I love it. I can talk about Disney and going places all day.
Oh, same. Thank you for listening today. I really appreciate you spending your time over here with us, and I hope this was just what you needed to hear today. I'm always looking for new guests for the podcast, so if you are traveling to any Disney park or cruise, see the show notes for more information about being on the show. Visit the show all around the web at DisneyTravelTales.com or find us on Instagram and Facebook at Disney Travel Tales. See pictures from the guests on their vacations. Plus, this is just a great way to stay up to date with all things related to the podcast and Disney travel in general. Join me next week with a brand new episode. So until then, this is Jenny, and may all your Disney travel dreams become a reality.